First, I'd like to congratulate a really well-coached and hard-playing Stetson team. They always give us trouble, and love their program, its culture, and boy, they have some terrific young guys. And a salute to Christian Jones, if that's indeed his final collegiate game. What a wonderful career he had. As far as our guys, well, I was proud of them. You know, we had a 10-point lead at 38-28 in the second half, and it vanished. They were, I believe, 54-50, and we could have gone the wrong direction. Whenever you're the 1 seed, I think there's an added pressure to you being able to get the desired outcome, and it just doesn't happen like that in college basketball, especially when you're on the neutral floor. So the way we played from that point on, I thought was really a reflection of the kind of young men that are in our program and who they are. You know, winning takes a sacrifice, and we have guys that are willing to make sacrifices in order to adhere to the best interest of the group. And Blake Preston starred in that role today. Questions?
Yeah, Richie, at the 4:30 mark, Blake picked up his 4th foul, and then you elected to keep him in, and we saw a little bit of Scotty James in him with the way he rebounded, defended, and finished, you know, around the rim. How big was his play down the stretch, and electing to keep him in and trusting him to not foul out?
Yeah, you know, Blake is really bright, hence the all-academic ace on team, and I think he provides an ability for us to play one-on-one in the post, and he did a really good job. And I just think the minutes that he's earned have been deposited, and we can depend on him. That doesn't mean to say that on Sunday he might get 4 again and foul out. I just had a feeling that, you know, he was who we needed to be in the game at the moment, and I thought he executed down the stretch in a Scotty James-like fashion.
Was there any second thoughts about bringing him out, or was it just no hesitation, we're keeping him in?
Dave, you asked the most detailed questions. Of course, there was some hesitation, and then my coach said, you know, he's got 4, right? But I just felt like he needed to be in.
Coach, congrats on the win. You alluded to the fact your team falling behind by 4 points, but then responding in a positive manner. And you talked about it yesterday, how you have a lot of guys who aren't necessarily have a lot of championship experience outside of Cuff and Darius. What does it say about some of these young guys to be able to step through? You talk about a Blake or a Kyle Rode or some of the other guys to come through those clutch moments.
Yeah, I think it was big. Again, I think Blake he's someone that we can depend on. Shiloh's been really good. Drake Dobbs, I think he hit the 3 that cut it to 1. Like, that he's got a toughness and a internal confidence that's just going to really help our cause. And look, we did enough. We did enough to stretch it out and finish it at the end. But again, my hat's off to Stetson. I thought, no pun intended there, I thought they did a really good job. They were hard to play against. I do want to say this too. I don't know, Dane would probably know the stat, but I haven't been around any program before where a kid has played in 4 consecutive conference tournament championship games, and that's what Elijah Cuffey will do on Sunday. He's one of the best winners that I've ever been around. He won't get the credit because his numbers aren't tops in this or tops in that, but that's really a special accomplishment.
Yeah, Coach, yesterday you took Spencer Rogers out of the game at Kennesaw, and today it was DOR. He was not able to dominate or get any kind of flow going inside. So was he a guy you were paying particular interest before the game? That you intended to do that?
Well, I hope our defense does a good job of limiting everyone who is on our opponents, at the top of our opponent's scouting report. I think Blake, Shiloh, Kyle did a really good job against him, and he's a good player down there. He's got a lot of physicality. So, I'm happy that we were able to limit him, but we still have some more work to do and some more improvement on that end of the floor.
Thank you.
Yep.
Richie, a lot of attention's been given to Darius's scoring ability this year, and if I told you before today's game that he would be scoreless in the first half and you guys would still have a first half lead and go on to win this game, you wouldn't be surprised at the depth and the unselfishness of this team to be able to pick up the pieces, correct?
No, not at all. Hey, you've heard me say that over and over again. I just think this is a group that, you know, one of the reasons we're hard to guard is because we're selfless, and it speaks to their character. You know, Darius, does he have 9 assists tonight? Like that, again, it speaks to how much of an impact he makes on the offensive end of the floor, but he's also pretty good defensively. So I like the way he played, and I like the way we shared it.
You brought this up in alluding to Elijah Cuffey's stats. 4 straight conference title games. That's hard to do in any league. Can you speak to what this means for this program to go to a 4th straight conference title game and have the chance to, you know, earn the opportunity to get into the NCAA tournament again?
Yeah, if you remember his first one against Radford, he didn't play well, and he looked like a freshman. He was nervous, and we ended up losing on a Carlik Jones buzzer beater. But to see him grow, not only in his game, but in his depth spiritually and emotionally, and then his leadership, man, I'm telling you, it's why you coach. That kid, he's been through a really tough year, and I couldn't be happier for him. Elijah's very deserving of it. But I heard Coach Davenport talk about the character of his group yesterday in their press conference, and he's right. They have a very united team. But I haven't been around many teams like this. Our group they're special. They really are great representatives of our university and our athletics department, and I speak for all the coaches when I say they're a blessing to coach.